Should pop up on Facebook. Yo, what's going on, my YouTube fam, my Facebook fam? We live back again. We here with part 2. I got some special guests up in the building, man. I got my boy Dee. I got ChellyB up in the building. We just finna go over some things. We finna recap back on the Brittany Griner situation and the other situations that's going on. Right. And just hear, basically what other people got to say and their opinions and their knowledge on, what's going on. Because that's honestly what it's really about here is, you do have a voice. So everybody has a voice and we just gonna go over it.
Okay. First of all,
let's
trade a killer for weed smuggling. How did that work?
All right. So, how it works, first of all, you got to get into the facts.
Yes.
He wasn't accused of killing anybody. He's an armed dealer. Yes. Which means, he just sold guns. Which he might have sold guns to certain terrorist groups that might have killed people and might have been targeted towards U.S. citizens, but him physically did not murder nobody or is not charged.
Okay. You my brother, right? Yeah. So I took your $32 million yacht and locked up on a U.S. soil, right? And I put you in prison.
That was 11 years ago.
Now,
right? 11 years ago,
yes,
right?
Yes. But now, so how do we work this out to where I trade you for a girl with only 3 fucking weed stamps? No, it ain't weed. It's a fucking little pins.
Yeah.
So how is we trading you a killer for fucking weed?
But once again, he's not a killer.
Bro, if you got killers.
And this is what I spoke on earlier in my broadcast is you got to understand what's really going on besides just thinking this and this and this and that without facts.
Okay.
He's not a killer. You know what I mean? He's doing the same shit that people do. And you go to Las Vegas, Nevada, right?
Buy guns,
and you could be 18 or 21, whatever. Go in there without a gun permit and buy a gun from who though?
Yeah.
From a gun seller,
right? Got guns
that sells arms, right?
Yep.
Boom. And what's the difference? Is it the person that sells the guns, or is it the gun, or is it the person behind the gun? What's really the problem?
But it's the person behind the gun and the person who sells the gun. You know why?
It's the person that's behind.
Because you got the motherfucker. You didn't run his name. You didn't ask him for his ID. You didn't get none of that from him, right? So you see the little young thug ass thing come to you like everybody $600, $500. He bought 3, 4, 5 guns for you, right? What do you think he's gonna do at the end of the night? He not gonna have them. His homeboys gonna have them.
Exactly.
Somebody in the street gonna have them, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So somebody else gonna get hurt with these guns.
Yeah. Boom.
So we talking.
So basically, what you stating is this is every day in America, right?
Yeah.
Because but we're worried about him, right?
We don't have that love type. We don't have that where we can say, "Hey, man, look, man, fuck this. Look, you got that, right? If you walk up to me right now, DB, you have a problem, right? I'm gonna try to fix it before I have another problem with you. You see? But look what they're doing. They're selling guns on purpose. Let's see what the hell we have happening out of the whole thing.
Which is already going on in America. We see it happen in Iraq. Chirac. Chicago. It happened in LA in the 80s. So what's the threat with this man and the trade that was made between America and releasing Brittany versus him?
Because he's an arms dealer.
Okay, but he's not a murderer though, right?
He's a
killer already.
How? He didn't kill nobody.
He already killed.
Well, we don't know who he killed, but he didn't get charged for that.
How you know to sell a gun?
He like a booster.
How you know how to transport a gun to you, to me?
Basically, he like a booster.
No, he's not.
In order to be a booster, you have to deal with how did he get all these weapons?
Okay, so you sell weed.
So you saying
wait, brother. You sell weed.
No,
so you want weed?
You saying that as an example?
Yeah. So you sell with me weed, a nickel bag of fucking morning before I go to school, right? I go to school smoking with my friends, right? You expect not one of my friends to come back to you and buy a bag of weed from you behind my back? He sell arms. He sell guns. He shot somebody before. He's a killer. Come on, bro.
But that's not
So I'm not
that's
telling
not
the
the
truth.
situation.
I'm not
at
telling
hand.
the truth. I'm not telling the truth.
Allegedly, yeah. Boom, allegedly.
Thank you. I would never do nobody like that.
All right, so if you in this position, right? Boom.
Yes.
Okay, and you the president, Biden, and you dealing with this situation at hand. You know, as a president, you want to get anybody that's in Russia hands home. Not to mention, right? They already got one
5
U.S. They already got one
That's
U.S.
fine.
Marine. Hold on, they already got one U.S. Marine home this year. Nobody knew about that until this situation happened. Did you know about that?
Yes.
So
And I
you
know
knew about
5 more.
Okay, boom, 5 more. All right,
There's 5 more people out there
in Russia.
right now in Russia that's locked up and never let out. That was doing a job for Obama, doing a job for fucking
All right,
Trump,
all right. So
and they never got out of jail.
okay, I understand all that.
This
So
damn,
boom.
I want to sound scandalous, but you want to
No,
let
you're
the
not.
gay girl,
You're not scandalous.
you want to let the gay girl out of jail behind criticism, right?
It's not criticism.
Yes, it
it's,
is
it's about
because
what's
she
right.
have a wife over here, right? But there is a dude that had been locked up over there that did a favor for fucking Trump. He been locked up for fucking like 3 years.
Hey, that's his fault.
Yeah, I mean, basically, that's you know, just like with the dude that's over there now, Paul. You know, he was a spy. He was a U.S. Marine that got terminated. He got discharged from the U.S. service. You know, but he still got in trouble for spying in Russia, which is different. Okay, so right now you got Paul and you got Brittany.
Yeah.
Boom. America asks, hold on. Look, America asks for both parties to come home in exchange for this arms dealer. Boom. So Russia plays chess. Of course. You know what I mean? You think Putin is gonna go for that?
But
It's a difference, you know.
nobody,
So look, you got an NBA. If you want to consider her that, I consider her as just a human being, bro. That's
yeah, I know that.
she
I know
falsely got accused of some shit. She had weed, boom. Even if she knew what she was doing, you know, all right. Even if she knew what she was doing at the time, she was probably getting away with it. And then in her mind, if she do get caught, it's not going to be 9 years. You know what I mean? So this is the thing. The way Russia works, that's how Russia works. They play chess, so they already know what's going on. That's why they snatched her up. They probably was already watching her and already knew that she smoked weed. It was like, oh, she about to try to get up out of here. We about to go to war within a week, so we're gonna snatch her up. You feel me? Use her as a prisoner of war. So the whole thing is, when it comes to her, she didn't really deserve that. She is a prisoner of war.
I know. I'm saying she did not deserve it.
Yeah.
I ain't lie.
So
I love her as a girl, right?
Yeah. So okay. So this is more of the, but this is more of the point.
But
now America is not just focused on, but America is not just focused on
weed smoke. She didn't kill nobody,
and he didn't kill nobody. He didn't kill nobody either.
I still want to see her come home.
Okay.
But he didn't.
Salute
she
to that.
didn't kill
Respect to
nobody,
that.
right? At the same time, they.
But what would you do? That's what I'm saying. It comes down to
this. See her home.
You as the American president and the government of America then came to Russia and said, hey, we trying to give you this arms dealer for both Paul and Brittany.
Did Paul come?
No, Russia said no.
So
we'll give you Brittany.
No.
This is the question though. So what would you do? You would say no? Nah, just keep Brittany and with no deal.
No, bro. You have to say you give me both for that same thing.
They don't want both.
You have to give me both for that one. Because he's an arms dealer that's a killer.
And he's a whole spy that spied on Russia. So according to them and their laws, they don't care about Brittany. Brittany, all she did was have a vape pen.
Yeah.
He came to Russia and spied on Russia as an enemy. So how could you even expect the same outcome in between these two?
Yeah.
So when it comes down to is no, we're not going to give you both. And let me tell you this, Paul's going to come home. It's going to be another negotiation. Maybe like, okay, if y'all stop giving weapons to Ukraine, we'll give you Paul.
They have Ukraine covered, bro.
But America was giving weapons to Ukraine to fight Russia. Yeah. So as you being Putin, come on, we going to give you both? No, we're going to give you her because we're not worried about her. We probably feel bad.
She's small time to them.
Yeah. So
but they make a bigger thing because she have a name on herself.
Exactly.
She's a female fucking WNBA.
It's a celebrity.
See what I'm saying? But at the same time, they want to make an example out of somebody else.
So and they still want an example. But what would you do though? So would you say, all right, we're not giving you both, but we'll give you Brittany and give us Paul. I mean, not Paul. Give us Victor. What would you do? What would you say? Nah. So just imagine if Biden said nah.
They'd probably kill her president.
No, then you would probably be mad because Biden said no.
Then we probably be scared to say no at the same time.
No, but answer my. You feel me?
How
would you honestly feel?
You see what I'm saying, right?
What?
If I said no about
as
her,
a president, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
They probably would have killed her in prison.
No, they ain't gonna kill her. They just gonna continue to.
They probably would have did some other shit.
If they don't want to kill her, she's not a threat to them. Why would they want to?
Why would you want to trade us for another person that killed all the people?
Because this is
arms dealer.
Because this is what America wants, not maybe with the Biden. Biden and them probably just did it because America wants it. But all y'all Americans want this woman home, and this is a bigger name than, I mean, not like that, but then Paul at the time. So what are y'all gonna do?
I don't know.
It's this or nothing.
My biggest thing when I first heard it, I was mad. I was like, "Damn, you're finna trade for a killer." Like how you just explained it, right? You said he didn't kill nobody.
He didn't kill nobody.
So thank you for explaining it to me the right way.
Yeah.
So now I have to listen to your opinion and listen to what else is going on.
But it's the truth too. It's not just my opinion. I cannot say that he didn't kill nobody, but he's not charged for killing people. He's just charged for dealing arms to terrorists.
They have a $32 million yacht.
So the thing is, the trade is fair in my opinion because he served 11 years in an American prison.
Yes.
And if you listen to what they say about him, it sounds like he's a somewhat cool dude. He sold guns or whatever. Everybody sell guns. Everybody buy guns.
Yes,
you know what I mean? In order for him to sell guns to different countries, it had to be somebody behind him. So how is he really a threat? No, everywhere.
No, not just here. For him to be over here and get him from over here.
Yeah, that part I don't even know, to be honest. I don't even know how he got caught in America.
But how he over here already arrested.
Yeah, he must have got caught out here.
We so-called agree with Russians like that. So now, for him to be over here and be an arms dealer, how he get the guns?
Exactly.
Through our fucking path.
To where now he's free, but it's like go back to that. How is he really a threat? He's just a toy soldier. You feel me? Somebody put batteries in his back and he operated to do. He didn't just do it on himself. Like you feel me? Like we from LA. We didn't all seen that shit. Nigga, you can probably name one person from LA that's not connected to the government that could just go sell guns to the Taliban, go sell guns to the you feel me? All types of roll wide with it, bro.
Right on the scene, bloods off the sidewalks, you see what I'm saying? To where I know how stuff come in, stuff go out. So if he a foreigner, he have to know somebody over here to get it.
Yeah, it's all government. It's all government.
So it's all planned out how he finna get it, how he finna sell it, how the whole thing goes.
Exactly. To where when he probably first got arrested, it was probably the United States conspiracy. The United States already feeling some type of way towards Russia.
Right. And, when have the United States never felt the way? And Russia is over here at every UFC fight. Every damn competitive sport we have, Russia over here, right? I love them motherfuckers. Russia, black people in Russia, but we don't have no problem with that. But they have a problem with the white man over here because we always negotiate, right? They want us to back down to everything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm want them to back down to everything.
Because it's always been a competition between America and Russia and then China.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They got the new stuff coming out talking about, Nixon talking about, yeah, back down or it's not going to be this or it's not going to be that. No, it's not that. We not no punks. Nobody no punks. Stop fucking being so competitive. You know what I'm saying? We have love, right? We all went through the sickness shit. We all went to COVID-19. Everybody need to look at a whole different statue now. There's a different statue to look at now, bro. You're not the bigger man than me.
Exactly.
Even you bigger than me.
No.
But look, we not a bigger statue than each other. We all still stand for the same shit. We want to live life. I want to live how long I could. Everybody's family lost more than 2 people this year.
Yeah.
I lost more than 2 people this year, right? I'm still suffering that loss. So fuck Sorry. Forget about that, but we have to still deal with what we're going through now. Instead of worry about beefing with somebody else.
Yeah.
I love everybody. I ain't gonna lie to you. I got mad at the damn dude the other day at the restaurant, Primo, talking about he hate black people, right? This is a Spanish dude. But I said, I love you. My best friend is Mexican. I said, you sound stupid as hell. We the same people. We got the same heart, same love, same laughter. And he was like, man, I'm sorry about that, bro. Goes against that damn girl over there. It's not about that, bro. Just learn what to say when you do it. We all in trouble right now.
Yeah, facts.
Give me
and
something,
that's what
man.
it's all about. Like, you know, coming together, just talking about, you know, things like this. Like, it's not here to argue or not. It's just to debate family man amongst each other, to where this should encourage everybody around the world, you know, especially in America, you know, just to talk about stuff, you know.
If I see you, I'll say what's up, bro. How you doing, bro?
Because pretty much that's all we could do nowadays is just talk as, you know, two black men in America, is just talk about situations at hand for us to become better family men. No, we still lie. We all lie. Then lie. We can take a break though. We finna take a little break. We finna play this video, y'all. Hey, shout out to the two people that's tuned in. Make sure you hit that thumbs up. I don't know if you're on Facebookers.
Because we were really live, really.
We really live though.
About real shit at the end.
You probably gonna go home and your family gonna be like, I heard your voice on Facebook.
I don't care about that, bro.
Let's play this video. We're gonna take a little break real quick, y'all.
What is it, bro? And I ain't gonna lie to you. I hate to hear it. I hate to even say it again.
Her wife speaking out tonight for the first time since their reunion, thanking everyone for their support. Griner is recovering in San Antonio, Texas, following her release from a Russian penal colony on Thursday and 10 months in detention. Tonight, support pouring in for the two-time Olympian. Here's ABC's Faith Abube.
Tonight, for the first time since Brittany Griner returned to U.S. soil, free from Russian detention, we're hearing from her biggest advocate, her wife, Cheryl Griner, thanking supporters on Instagram, writing, quote, as BG and I start our journey to heal our minds, body, and spirits, I wanted to personally say thank you to some of the hands, seen and unseen, that helped make it possible for me to see my wife again. Russian state media releasing these images of Griner's life in that penal colony, where she started serving a 9-year sentence on drug charges. The WNBA star sharing a meal with a fellow prisoner, working, her bed too small for her 6'9" frame. One of her Russian lawyers saying she recently cut her hair to protect herself from the frigid winter air when she would wash it. Her supporters relieved she's now back home. Arriving back on U.S. soil early Friday.
You can get letters and you can see photos, but to hear her voice is something we hadn't really done in a long time. And then to see her smile, I mean, that's BG.
Griner freed in a prisoner swap with Victor Bout, a convicted Russian arms dealer. Tonight, Bout describing to Russian broadcaster RT that moment he walked past Griner on the tarmac, saying, quote, I wished her luck. She even sort of reached out her hand to me. Meantime, former Marine Paul Whelan, still in Russian detention, imprisoned for 4 years on espionage charges that U.S. officials say are a sham. The White House under renewed pressure to bring him back home, too.
Faith Abube joining us. And Faith, now that Brittany Griner is back home, the attention turns to Paul Whelan. What more are you learning about who the U.S. might consider as part of a prisoner swap?
Well, that's the question U.S. officials have yet to answer. There are reports that Russia is asking for Vadim Krasakov, a Russian spy, serving time in prison for a brazen murder in broad daylight. But the reality is he's not a U.S. prisoner. He's detained in Germany, and the White House has declined to comment on whether the Russians have even made that request.
All right, Faith, thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage,
Krasakov, a Russian spy.
About who the U.S. might consider as part of a prisoner swap.
Well, that's the question U.S. officials have yet to answer. There are reports that Russia is asking for Vadim Krasakov, a Russian spy, serving time in prison for a brazen murder in broad daylight. But the reality is he's not a U.S. prisoner. He's detained in Germany, and the White House has declined to comment on whether the Russians have even made that request.
All right, Faith, thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube.
About who the U.S. might consider as part of a prisoner swap.
Well, that's the question U.S. officials have yet to answer. There are reports that Russia is asking for Vadim Krasakov, a Russian spy, serving time in prison for a brazen murder in broad daylight. But the reality is he's not a U.S. prisoner. He's detained in Germany, and the White House has declined to comment on whether the Russians have even made that request.
All right, Faith, thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right.
The WNBA star Brittany Griner, her wife, speaking out tonight for the first time since their reunion, thanking everyone for their support. Griner is recovering in San Antonio, Texas, following her release from a Russian penal colony on Thursday and 10 months in detention. Tonight, support pouring in for the two-time Olympian. Here's ABC's Faith Abube.
Tonight, for the first time since Brittany Griner returned to U.S. soil, free from Russian detention, we're hearing from her biggest advocate, her wife, Cheryl Griner, thanking supporters on Instagram, writing, quote, "As BG and I start our journey to heal our minds, body, and spirits, I wanted to personally say thank you to some of the hands, seen and unseen, that helped make it possible for me to see my wife again." Russian state media releasing these images of Griner's life in that penal colony, where she started serving a 9-year sentence on drug charges. The WNBA star sharing a meal with a fellow prisoner, working, her bed too small for her 6'9" frame. One of her Russian lawyers saying she recently cut her hair to protect herself from the frigid winter air when she would wash it. Her supporters relieved she's now back home. Arriving back on U.S. soil early Friday.
You can get letters and you can see photos, but to hear her voice is something we hadn't really done in a long time. And then to see her smile, I mean, that's BG.
Griner freed in a prisoner swap with Victor Bout, a convicted Russian arms dealer. Tonight, Bout describing to Russian broadcaster RT that moment he walked past Griner on the tarmac, saying, quote, "I wished her luck. She even sort of reached out her hand to me." Meantime, former Marine Paul Whelan, still in Russian detention, imprisoned for 4 years on espionage charges that U.S. officials say are a sham. The White House under renewed pressure to bring him back home, too.
Faith Abube joining us. And Faith, now that Brittany Griner is back home, the attention turns to Paul Whelan. What more are you learning about who the U.S. might consider as part of a prisoner swap?
Well, that's the question U.S. officials have yet to answer. There are reports that Russia is asking for Vadim Krasakov, a Russian spy, serving time in prison for a brazen murder in broad daylight. But the reality is he's not a U.S. prisoner. He's detained in Germany, and the White House has declined to comment on whether the Russians have even made that request.
All right, Faith, thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks.
All right, y'all, we back at it. I had to play that back a couple of times to kind of understand what was going on. So Russia really wants somebody else that is not incarcerated in the United States, but yet in Germany. So, you know, I mean, it's a whole lot of politics behind what's going on. But yeah, as y'all can see, man, you know, he over there playing chess. So it is what it is. Nobody in the comment section, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. Just want to double back on that, man. You know, because you know, some people that was here wanted to express their opinion on what's going on. Everybody feels different, and some people is not really educated on what's going on. So it's all about, you know, getting the right facts out there. Peace and blessings, y'all. Rayshon, keep it a book. I might pop back up. Never know.